Snow White director's son criticizes insulting Disney remake starring Rachel Zegler. Now, I'm sure y'all done heard by now about this Snow White that's coming out that is super duper woke, and people are insulted. They're tired of Disney so-called reimagining these stories that have become staples over the years. They're taking it and changing it and making it woke. And then when you got Zegler coming out with with her interviews talking about how the guy the huntsman and Prince Charming aren't really the saviors in this story and all this other stuff. Like you can tell her feminist bend, and people are tired of this crap. People want wholesome stories and tired of them whitewashing and making these stories woke. And now it's no more seven dwarfs. It's like one little person and is even a female. One of the seven dwarfs. Like people are sick of them taking these stories that we grew up on and changing them and making them woke, and they're speaking out against it before the movie even comes out. And I think it's going to be a flop at the movie theater. I don't know when Disney is finally going to wake up and change these policies that they're doing, this woke ideology that they're doing, because people aren't watching this crap and they're tired of it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. Also, check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for news as well. All right, let's talk about this news. Disney's upcoming live-action remake of the classic 1937 film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is scheduled to release next year, but there's already a heated cultural debate surrounding the movie. Initially, conservative critics expressed concern about the casting of Rachel Zegler, a Latina actress known for her role in West Side Story, in a character described in the original Brothers Grimm tale as having skin white as snow. Additionally, the production changed the group of seven dwarfs who were previously central to the story into a diverse assortment of magical beings with varying sizes and genders, which is just ridiculous. It was literally called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, but we don't have seven dwarfs. Later, Zegler, who is 22 years old, stirred controversy when comments she made last year resurfaced. These comments suggested that she was not a fan of the original film and that the new adaptation would take a markedly different approach to the iconic character. In an interview with Variety in September, Zegler revealed that her portrayal of Snow White would deviate from the conventional theme of true love. Feminists hate true love. They hate true love. It's crazy. And then they end up old and bitter and alone. But I digress. Instead, her version of the character dreams of becoming a leader based on the guidance of her late father, emphasizing qualities like fearlessness, fairness, bravery, and truth. Zegler also expressed her perspective to Vanity Fair, explaining that the original film's portrayal of women's roles and power was outdated. She continued her thoughts in an interview with EW, stating that the original Snow White film contained elements that didn't align with contemporary views on women's roles. Furthermore, Zegler criticized the depiction of the love story in the original film, labeling it as odd and implying that the new adaptation would avoid such themes. Recently, an interview with David Hand, a former Disney designer whose father was involved in the original film's direction, was published in The Telegraph. Hand did not directly criticize Zegler, but he strongly disapproved of the new adaptation, considering it a departure from the original concept. He expressed his disagreement with the changes and labeled the direction as radical, not in line with his father's and Walt Disney's vision. Hand found fault with the altering of stories and character motivations, attributing these changes to modern concepts. He criticized Disney's approach as a disregard for legacy of the company and his father's work. At 91 years old, Hand represents an older perspective, but younger critics have also criticized the new adaptation. Uh, um, a TikToker garnered significant attention, arguing that criticizing Disney princesses from a feminist standpoint isn't universal. The TikToker asserted that not all women aspire to be leaders, and some may value love, marriage, and domestic life, preferences that are equally valid and not anti feminist. And Zegler has not directly responded to the criticism stemming from her past comments. However, she recently shared a tweet expressing her desire for a kinder world and urging empathy and patience among people. Disney has yet to address the controversy or provide a statement on the matter. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs hold a special place in Disney legacy, being Walt Disney's inaugural full-length animated film and a pivotal success that propelled the company forward. The live-action remake of Snow White has concluded filming and is set to premiere on March 22, 2024. This film is the latest in Disney's series of live-action adaptations following movies like The Jungle Book, Beauty and the Beast, and The Little Mermaid. The cast includes Gal Gadot as the Evil Queen, Ansu Kabia as the Huntsman, and Martin Kleba as Grumpy. But let me know what you think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.